to win, just in terms of what's happened so far in the tournament?
Okay, so Ven, again.
Well, pretty much the same as Henry. Well, actually, opposite, because I kind of want...
Same but opposite. Okay.
Yeah. Well, okay. It's the same.
We've all had a drink.
Train of thought, really. And it's mainly like I'd like to see Hellraisers win because they came back from overpass. They really fought their way through. Well. Yeah, exactly. They really fought through it. But I feel like Mouz, previous to this finals, has been the best team of the tournament. So it just feels right if they would actually end up winning.
Dan?
Honestly, it's very impossible to predict, but I have to go Hellraisers just because of the way that they've been playing. However, we're going to see Mousesports start on CT, and it really depends on the pistol. Mousesports, we've seen most of the time they get in trouble on CT when they lose the pistol, and somehow Hellraisers have a much better consistency in the pistols.
I'm just going to say Hellraisers as well.
Yeah, I mean, so coming in. I'm going to call Mousesports. I think Gobby's going to just channel his godlike intelligence just enough to get him over the finish line, but I think this map's going to be close. Now it's going to happen. Rock'em Sock'em on B, next with a great headshot there to stop the push on Dosia, but they're all over this B-bomb site here, Hellraisers, but that's given Mousesports time to rotate. Chris J, the man who has really stepped up for his team in this final, he's going to get the headshot onto Angel, and you can see actually that the bomb, where it is, they're just going to stay in entrenched positions here, Hellraisers. They don't need to peek. Dennis now on the hunt. He's going to get a kill. Make that another one and another one. They're going to get an easy deep use here, and Mousesports are going to be up and running in this final map of the grand final.
I was actually going to say, for me, if Mousesports win the pistol on CT, I actually feel like they should win. But if they lose, I feel like Hellraisers should win, just based on what I've seen already so far in this best of 7.
And actually,
that's a very small detail to just base the entire game on.
Yeah, I'm going to go for it. Like strong CT economy at the start. Mousesports, they make worse decisions when they start off with a poorer economy, I think.
A lot of other teams will actually go for the Tech 9 force fire in a round like this, even though they got the bomb plan to do some kind of heavy execute, to actually get these close range battles and just instant plan as well to still boost their economy. But it's not a big surprise for Hellraisers that they go for a save, because they're known for going for the third round buy, even if they don't get the pistol round planned. So no surprise here, 3 smokes coming into A, and it's going to maybe be an anti-eco bash.
Yeah, and you can see that Mousesports, they may be predicting a force buy from Hellraisers because they do it so much with the 3 UMPs and that armor penetration. Chris J gets that opening nade kill. Dennis is going to get another. It is going to be the eco bash that Caden described, but actually a very good plan thanks to that smoke and Mouse being passive. Spiddy's going to get that kill. Another one from him. Angel answers back. Chris J gets the final one. And that's going to be 2-0.
And those $900 invested in 3 smokes is completely worth it, because every terrorist member is going to get 800 more in the bank from getting that bomb plan. So, just like, it's a decent investment, right?
Well, yeah, 900 investment to get 4,000 return. That's pretty decent. So Hellraisers so far have been extremely impressive with how they've handled their economy for the most part of this finals, and they're going to have the opportunity, knowing that, Mousesports spot up with 3 UMPs, they're going to be lackluster in terms of weaponry. So I think the decision to buy up fully here from Hellraisers
really
is
smart.
Brilliant.
Really smart.
It was perfect, considering that they know the CTs. They lost the gun last round. They're probably going to be keeping the UMPs that took into this one.
Yep.
A full A execute coming in now. You have to favour Hellraisers going into this round.
Well, let's see what happens. Hellraisers have got the superior firepower. Spiddy's locating at ticket booth and just having a spam through the smoke. Going to do loads of damage there. And Dosia and Angel taken down very low. But it's another plant for Hellraisers. The bomb is down. It's ticking away. Ooh, and time is against him. And you see Chris J has got that scout with a couple of people low. You want to be watching him. He's going to clear out the connector area. Dennis is going to weigh in with a kill on Kush. Angel's going to back. It's tit for tat. Mo, though, and now Adrian with a delayed push. Can he stop that? Yes, he can. So, Mo and Nex. And it is going to be Mo who comes out on top. Really well played by Hellraisers. And in the end, it was the superior weaponry. V for victory there from Kusha. And really well played by Hellraisers. What's that guy hiding his erection for?
He's embarrassed.
Was that? Just be proud of it, man. If you get caught on camera with one, you may as well. Right, okay, well, production have said he actually was sporting one. So, Chris J. Just saying. Chris J with that early pick. So now Chris J's got the AWP. You think there's going to be some semblance of normality here. They're going to answer back immediately, Mouse Sports. The economy, it wasn't too wrecked for them. But Mo, who's been playing so well in this final, he's going to get one kill before Next gets him. Next dancing around the pillars on B. 2-on-4 situation. Going to be so hard for them to even get a plant, but Kush is going to get a kill. Now Kush is going to get a double. All of a sudden it's a 2-on-2. Surely Chris J is going to have something to say about this.
Oh, there it is. The first frag coming in as well. And Spitty's in position by short, but it's going to go down to the one-on-one. Nice trade coming in from Dozier. Here it is, over by the Edward pillar. And Dozier gets a rattle off of a few shots, but it's Spitty who picks up the headshot. And wow, very nicely done. Mouse Sports, they'll actually secure themselves
Why
here.
are we focusing on this guy so much? What is this?
He is raging.
It's always the best when the fans is more happy than the players, right?
But seriously, the money here is very interesting now for both teams. Hellraisers actually had like a kind of money to work with. You can see they're going to invest in 2 AKs. They're going to have a go of this because they know Mouse Sports, if they lose this round, they're screwed.
How much skins did he bet? Like his entire inventory? Or?
Well, based on his erection, his full inventory, I'm going to say.
Oh my god.
All 3 inches of it. Anyway, let's get back. Let's get back to the game, boys. Come on, let's be mature. It's the final map of a grand final in a best of 7, and an epic best of 7 it has been. Next, going to get that P90 kill. It's another plant for Hellraisers. They seem to be able to plant willy-nilly, no pun intended, with our friend there with the pillow. And 3.
Oh my god.
It just keeps going, doesn't it? 3-on-2. And here's the retake. You can see they're in that A-ramp area. Dennis is going to go on them. Adrian's going to get that kill. Dennis is going to get the headshot. Make that another headshot. Sick play from him. The deep use is going to come in. Plenty of time with the kit. 4-1 to Mouse Sports on this CT side.
And if you were to get taken down, Chris J didn't have a kit, that round would have been lost, and Mouse would have been reset economically wise. So that kill, actually the double, triple, quad kill by Dennis in that round was so important that it's just crazy. And he actually had a fairly poor game on Cobble.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was going to say, it was weird because yesterday we were all talking about how Dennis was stepping up and it was Spitty that had sort of gone a bit, AWOL. Now it's the reverse, but that was a great round from Dennis. It shows that, form is temporary, class is permanent. Dennis only able to get that 1 kill. Spitty's going to pick up another one. And Hellraisers is going to be really tough for them now that execute was interrupted to even try and get a plant here. So, big responsibility on the shoulders. And it looks like, yep, they're going to do the long rotate, are they? Yep, they're going to sort of start moving around to B.
Yeah, and
I think that's quite sensible under the circumstances.
Oh, absolutely. The one thing that could catch him off is Christian's aggressive position here in mid. But it's definitely the right decision. And what a shot.
Oh, dearie me.
And I mean, the decision Hellraisers is making right now with forcing up every single time, it's actually okay as long as they have the potential to break Mousesport's economy.
Yeah, if they have the rounds that actually are planned out to make that work, the execution and so on, yeah, it's pretty viable. But if you look at that entry, they're actually going to go back again. They're going to A now after showing the...
Mate, this is like when you go to London and they know you're a tourist. They just take you all around the houses. And it's going to be Angel that's going to get that kill on the Spitty. So all of a sudden, things are now looking good for Hellraisers. But look where Gobby is. In the perfect position, but Mo is moving towards him. You would fancy him in the 1v1 duel. Gobby's going to take down the low HP Angel. 15 seconds on the clock. This could be high drama. The bomb is down. Next is going to get that kill. No. But it's Mo in the 1v1. It's Mo in the 1v1. And it's going to be the German beast that comes out on top.
Huge round. You can hear the crowd are loving it. Next stepping up. That was a massive round. Hellraisers invested very heavily into that one. You can see, looking at their economy now, they are absolutely broken. 5-1 in favor of Mousesports. On the favorable side of Mirage as well, this is the chance for them to break out. We haven't seen them actually take this advantageous position in the last couple of maps. They've always been trailing as well. So great stuff from them. Hellraisers need to find a response now. You can see this time they haven't actually got any smoke grenades. They've been relying on those very heavily to get the bomb down almost every single time.
And Chris
opens it up and takes that
chest. There he is. That's what he does. He gets that kill, gets that intel. And you can see that this is going to be very tough for Hellraisers. And it's got to be said, remember, that's the T sides that they're best on. Mo taken down there by Gobby. And Mouse Sports, they've just got complete control at the moment. Economical control of the map. They're doing everything right.
Yeah, the good thing for Hellers is the fact that they are on the T side right now. So sure, Mousesports are getting off to a great start, but this doesn't mean the Hellers are out. So as long as they stay in it mentally, they can still make a pretty good half of this.
At least need to make very good decisions with the buys they've got so far.
Yeah, exactly.
Right now, it hasn't been amazing. Obviously, they've been playing the percentages. It hasn't gone their way so far. Speedy picking up 2 lovely frags there. It's going to leave Dosia in the final position, and he's got a PC-50 in hand. He's going to be sitting in that ladder room. I don't think he's going to make anything of this. 30 seconds after the clock, he has got a bomb. They have been relying so far on the bomb plant situations. They've been, like, even on their force buys, have been getting the bomb down pretty consistently. And maybe going back to that on their gun rounds, that's where they seem to do well. Once the bomb goes down, they make it a very convincing round. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw more of that coming in. The executes onto A seem very formidable, and I'd like to see them do more of that. The AWP doesn't need to be a factor in this situation, but as we said it though, Mo actually picks up one for the first time this half, and he will actually maybe go back to the pick situation. He can work middle, he can go towards B, see what's available, and we can see that Chris J has picked one as well. So this is where things get interesting.
Oh, yeah, the off battle between Chris J and Mo is going to be
control so vitally important to this map. But unfortunately, the Hellraisers, Chris J is in ridiculous form right now. But then again, so is Mo. So
there it is.
There it is. Mo's going to win that duel.
Oh, but here it goes.
But here's the push on short. You can see Gobby's putting that smoke down.
Right.
Dosia read him like a book. And that's going to look very good for Hellraisers. They should be on course for their second round here. Dennis with a pop flash. He's going to jump around, get that killing connector. So Dosia, who was trying to hold there just to stop him coming through, but Dennis has only got 13 HP. Bomb is actually in no man's land at the moment. They haven't committed to a site here, Hellraisers. And I think that's quite smart. You've got a minute on the clock. No need to rush it.
Okay, then 4 on 3 in favor of Hellraisers. They are actually just holding pretty passively right now. You can see the CT spread pretty thinly. They don't want to overcommit to the bomb side. You can see B is almost completely open in this situation. This is a problem for the 1D train. They let the terrorists get into the bomb site. The bomb went down and they had a complete retake on that.
I like this idea by Mousesports. Basically what they're doing is they're kind of stacking towards the bomb site, because if you leave one guy at B, he's most likely not going to be able to hold it. If you leave 2 guys, you might be lucky enough for them to hold it.
But the fact you've actually got the man disadvantage in that situation, the bomb goes down, you've got to decide, do we just save him now?
Yeah, save, 100%. I would 100% go for the save. For me, what they did in this round was, if they go A, we win the round. If they go B, we try to save our weapons and have a new chance in the next one. Because that's always a gamble. Sometimes you just trust your individuals. Like, you put next on B, maybe it's going to get 2 or 3 kills, but in case it doesn't, you're in an awful position. It's going to be a way easier hunt for the terror side as well.
When you're 6-1 up, losing one round is not such a huge deal
Exactly.
in this situation. You want to focus on the future, take those guns to the next round, and then you're in a much stronger position. Instead of going into a full eco now, you have 3 rifles to play. We just have a look at the CT economy as well. They actually can afford. Now, it's a pretty wise decision. Right? If you're working a percentage game, this works a lot more favourable for them than actually trying to retake and seeing what happens.
It's a very good point. But Helvo, if Henry says 6-1, this is probably a wise choice. What situation would you have to be in to try and go for a round like that at CT?
Not this early on in the half. I think you have to be closing into when there's 3 of the
when
rounds
it's a lot
left.
later in the stages and it's like a huge round, and
yeah,
I would say the fact that they had gambled 3 people towards A, that was the whole point. When you're that close to losing, you probably would say we need to have someone towards B, even just to get the call off so we can stop the bomb going down. But right now, that is trivial because we can see Chris J there will be taken down. He had the scout by, and it gets neutralized by Dennis. Makes it a 4-on-4 situation. This still ultimately favors the T's, but you can look at their utility situation. They haven't got a whole lot to take the bomb sites with. It's going to be difficult for them to make an entrance, but what does it matter when Mo is taking out God B and making the advantage back to Hellraisers? And now you have to favour them as the CTs, again, have to work out where they're going to situate themselves to get themselves back into the round.
I mean, again, it's like that situation Katie mentioned. You're in a spot where you can't get the information fast enough, which means you can't set up quickly enough, and you're going into a spot where they're going to have a huge advantage. So you need that information to actually contest it all. So the only way to do that is to stack and gamble.
And this is a contrast now. One guy mid, one guy A, one guy B.
Now they've literally done the exact night and day compared to what we saw last round. They've got one guy in B, they have one guy towards A, and another one towards middle. So going on what we saw last round, this is the complete opposite.
Well, and if I'm not mistaken, it's the same 3 guys alive.
And he really needed to get that kill on Angel there, who was low HP, lest we forget. And it is going to be another round for Hellraisers. I think next is actually just going to try and hold back here.
Yeah. And I have to say that we give Gob a lot of credits, but twice in a row now he's been giving that kill, which most likely is going to lose you the round away on short.
Yeah.
Like last time, trying to this aggressive play with the smoke, and this time, I don't know, it seemed like he was uncautious of the gap in the smoke from the terrorist side, so he got caught once again. And you can win a 4 against 5, and you can win a 4 against 4. But giving away that kill, the entire map control on middle, that's just going to be insanely difficult.
But does that make it seem like Mouseworks are not really comfortable playing those equal situations? Knowing that they're on CTs, normally Ts are favored in an equal trade situation, so could that be why Gabi is pushing aggressively to get that extra frag?
It could be, but then again, I feel like if it was a player like Speedy or someone, I would be like, okay, this guy is not as experienced as Gob. Gob should know better than
Yeah,
this,
exactly. You're right, man. You know, I think it's one of those things, isn't it? It's where you go for information, like you say, you know, and sometimes information isn't the most valuable commodity. Knowledge isn't always power if you're getting shot in the head to get it. So, Hellraiser's starting to come back yet again. How many times have we said that over the course of this epic grand final of the Acer Predator
This is a problem
Masters?
as well because Hellraiser's is looking for an execute. I mean, unless Dennis goes absolutely massive with the 5-7 here, there shouldn't be a way to win this, but he gets the kill on Mo. However, no, Chris J should have had that kill, and it's going to be Angel who takes the frag. And now you've got a situation where Hellraiser was thinking we're going to go for the execute. Wait, we got to kill a mid now. We can actually change what we're going to do. We've got a minute left to play with. We have the CT scrambling. Let's think about this for a moment. Let's slow it down. Let's force the rotation before we go in. And that's what's happening at the moment. They're still trying to poke and prod, see if they can get an extra kill to make life a little bit more simple. There are only 2 rifles in play, but now that said, Spiddy's going to pick up the AWP of Mo, who was in middle, and now maybe Mousesports, if there's no smokes down, maybe they can actually defend this. It just comes down to the shots, and next picks up the kill onto Dozier. Spiddy gets edge onto Kucha. You have to be joking right now because Hellraisers are losing this situation. They line up for Dennis as well. It's got to be, it's Spiddy against the Dren, but somehow he takes the frag 1 versus 1. But Spiddy has a gap, the smallest of margins to make this shot. Oh, he's gonna miss, and the bomb can go down, but there's a switch. This is so close.
Oh my word.
Mouse, they don't deserve to win this round. They never had that in the plan, but it's going to happen. They made it happen.
Gob, once again, 2 against 1. Why would you go for that battle? It's nonsense, man.
Nonsense.
Yeah.
You know, you're definitely right. I think maybe, you know, it's been a long day. Perhaps he's making these uncharacteristic mistakes.
That's a legit thing. Like, I mean, when you're on the 6th map, mistakes like those happen. If we were in the 2nd or 3rd map, God probably wouldn't do these kind of mistakes. But that's the beauty and also the ugliness, I guess.
The
this
horror
system,
of
right?
Counter-Strike in a
The
nutshell.
horror of a best of 7.
Well, think about it.
Best
Do you know what? After watching this best of 7, it's sort of growing on me. I hope all you pros have to play best of 9s in about 8 months' time, mate. I hope that's the way it's going.
That's kind of what Hellraisers are doing right now. This is their 9th map.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you've got to give mad respect to their longevity. Now there's Kusha with a double kill.
Really?
And these guys will just not lie down. It's going to be 7 rounds to 4 here. Next is just going to save. Chris J's going to save that up. It doesn't matter what Mousesports do. They will not be broken. It's like Rocky 4.
Yeah.
Ivan Drago.
Don't know who that is.
Right?
What? It's a fake Russian.
Ivan Drago is the Russian guy who kills Apollo Creed in the ring, and when he's going up against Rocky, he's smashing him. He's absolutely railing against him, and then he realizes, he sits down in his corner and he goes, "He is like steel. I cannot break him."
Richard, when you were sat at home watching movies, I was actually winning lands and making money.
Mate, I was managing you. I was getting you sponsorship so you could go to those lands. You little skinny jeans wearing asshole. But much love, brother, though. Anyway, Hellraisers will not lie down. They will not go to bed. And if anyone calls spoilers on Rocky 4, you're out of your mind, guys. So anyway, Hellraisers, they aren't lying down. And it's going to be a save. Chris J is going to have that AWP. Dennis is going to go down very early. The Kusha's AWP there. So Kusha rolling back. The years, of course, former AWPer for Hellraisers. And this is a real tall order for Mousesports. If Hellraisers get this 5th round on the board, they're looking really good. This is a great return for a T campaign on Mirage. And there's still plenty more to go. Angel with another kill on a Spiddy.
And he should save. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, we saw how that one worked. I guess when you're in good form like that, you probably fancy it, but they've managed to secure the AWP, actually. Nex has been quite smart there. Use that smoke, managed to get the AWP, and if he can get out unscathed, this could still give them a glimmer of hope for that Mouse Sports economy.
When you have an AWP and 4 pistols, what you want is to give the AWP a chance to have a big of an impact, and you don't do that with pushing too aggressively with the pistols and dying early, because you want to wait and let that AWP have a chance of getting the impact. You saw Chris J playing insanely aggressive in the B apartments. So what is the reason to push A apartments when you're going for the information and the aggression in B? That's why I always have to hold back, let Chris get the information, and then let Chris rotate to A, and all of a sudden you're in a good position, because you know they're not coming B, and you have all your players in A, you have the AWP as well there, so...
Well, full eco coming in for Mouse Sports, so you would imagine this is going to be 7-6 for Hellraisers, and they're just playing so well, their tenacity, just how committed they are, how deep they've had to dig in this best of 7, where they're the team that's had a disadvantage, already had to play a consolidation final today just to get here, already complaining about being tired, and yet they're digging so deep. And to come back after losing that overpass map,
That was horrendous.
the testicular fortitude is ridiculous.
That's 2 or 3 rounds in a row now where Kucha has
I
been
was
playing
going to
the AWP
say,
actually.
Kuch just picked up the AWP and not Mo. Can you explain why they might do that, Kadian?
My only answer would be that Kucha hasn't been feeling that confident with the AK maybe in the final series, and Mo has still been amazing with the AK, so something with that, but other than that, I don't really know.
If it's working for them, then why not?
Yeah,
right?
why not? But because normally Kucher would be the guy who plays the up on the CT side, where he's just able to hold an angle, take the shot, and then move to a new angle, that type of thing. To see him actually being the guy moving, the most aggressively from Hellraisers and picking up entry frags, that's immense. That gives Hellraisers a completely new dimension to their T side.
Oh, look at this. I love this play. This is a very nice little tactic here, just moving through the smoke there to try to get a quick angle to somebody on window. However, it's just Chris J who's really peeking into middle here for his team. He's going to go for the aggression.
This might be the
There's
perfect
the
read.
flick, but no, Mo gets the shot, bullet straight to the dome. Chris J hits the ground, and now it's a 4 versus 5. Early into the round, once again, Hellraisers have middle control. They've got the early frag. They can play this in so many ways. And look at the response from Mouse Sports. They split up 2 to a bomb site. They don't have any information. What on earth can they do here? Kadian, what on earth would you do here?
Anyone?
I would just pray to Nyx. Say like, Nyx,
Pray to
get 3
Nyx.
kills now.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's coming rotation in B.
The sleeper must
It's
awake.
actually coming
Yeah,
as well.
he gets take, I would maybe even save at this moment.
I think they might have to. Let's not forget, right, Hellraisers, their T sides are godlike, their CT sides not so much, but Mouse Sports, they're going to be thinking, what is going on here? I'm looking into the booth, I am not seeing faces that look too happy with the way this is going right now.
But to give a better answer for Daniel's question, what I would do is, how it seems so far is that Mouse is too eager to try and deny Hellraisers any chance of executing whatever they want to do with 5-man, that they're playing so aggressive that it's actually going to hurt themselves more than it's going to hurt Hellraisers, because they're always going to end out in these 4-on-4s, 3 against 4s, and all these kind of bad situations where Hellraisers has an easier time of making decisions than being 5 against 5.
Yeah, well, funnily enough, it kind of ends up being like Dust 2, where they end up taking aim duels versus Hellraisers, and all this finals, Hellraisers have been excelling at just that type of situation, instead of when they're left with having to execute.
Yeah.
And look at this force buy in the final round that we got here. 1 UMP, a Deagle. They've all managed to get Kevlar and helmets, but the way Hellraisers are playing right now, you just think without guns in their hands, there's nothing Mouse Sports can do to stop losing this hard.
Yeah.
Do you believe in Nyx? Do you believe?
It's somewhat surprising to see Chris J not picking up a scout either.
Mate, I always believe in Next, but it's got to be said, he's been quiet by his high standards throughout the tournament on these last couple of maps. So, if he's going to come alive, it's going to have to be on the T-half.
But that said, they are taking a long time to actually get out of the apps here, and they've allowed Mouse Sports to actually reposition, and they've actually shut down the aggression from apps, so they've gotten a couple kills. They picked up some weapons. They're going to come into the A retake, which is much more open than the take onto B. So this is actually doable right now for Mouse Sports, which is ridiculous. They have Kevlar, they've got the AK on Gob, and, well, Dennis is in position by CT So let's see, maybe they can actually pull something out of the bag here. Next goes for the first shot, but it's going to be that peeks and gets the kill. Oh, the trace come in right now, but Next brings it finally without Deeg, and the bomb is down. 20 seconds left in the round, and Kuja's not in a position to make this happen from Palace. What on earth can he even make happen from this? Looking for the shot, this is just not going to happen, and Speedy picks up the kill, and Mousesports do take the round, but
I'll give full credit to Godby there. He picked up 2 kills, got the AK, picked up the third. Any mistakes that he's made, kind of absolved by that. Mousesports do win the half, but you can see they know they're up against it. This is a pistol round of ridiculous importance.
That was crazy. I always assumed that Hellraisers were taking that last round, taking it 8-7 on the terrorist side. Somehow they dig deep, Mousesports, and finally win the round. It was a really back and forth affair to begin with, but Mousesports looked like they should have taken a lot more rounds than they did. Hellraisers doing a phenomenal job. 7 rounds on the board. We're saying they're a very strong terrorist side this event. Is that enough for them to go forward?
I actually think it might be. Weirdly enough, Hellraisers are a very volatile team when it comes to their CT sides, but on a map like Mirage, they normally tend to have pretty okay CT sides, because they're still in a situation where they can't set themselves up to have these aim duels in a similar manner. The type of situations that they excel at. They don't simply have to rely on having coordinated team play in terms of holding executes back and that type of thing. So I think this is a perfect opportunity for Hellraisers to bring it home, really.
Well then, here we go.
Well, we will see. I think any good that they achieve on T is almost like negated by the CT halves, but we're gonna wait and see. Angel really whipping a few shots here. Hasn't even done that much damage from that window room with the silent USP. He is going to get the opener though on a Chris J, who went super aggressive through the window. And you can see that Angel knows that he's being pushed. He's going to drop back, but he is down to 17 HP. Now the T's are coming through connected and going on the way. Adrian's going to get killed. Godby's going to answer back. Godby trying to do all he can here, but Kusha and Mo, they're saying no. This bomb site is closed for business. It's all on Spiddy. What can he do? Long distance. It just doesn't favor the Glock. He's walking around. He has managed to get a headshot there on Akusha, but this is surely too tall an order, even for a man who has made some amazing clutches so far in this series. He's going to get flanked. Dosha spamming away. Spiddy takes one down with him, but Hellraisers win the pistol, and that is huge.
Absolutely huge. Going into this, we said Hellraisers.
That's
absolutely huge.
This again.
Sorry. So, Hellraisers, we said they're the very strong T side. We weren't sure whether they can go into this in their C side. Would it be enough? Winning the pistol rounds, obviously massive for them. Interesting enough, though, Mousesports haven't responded with a force buy.
And I think that's what Hellraisers are expecting, because they just went pretty much fully FAMASes. They're expecting the force buy to come out from Mousesports.
Yes, it's really nice to see this from Mousesports, a more conservative approach. Of course, they can get the buy-in straight away, and I think Hellraisers will know what's up. It's all about just being able to take the positions correctly, and already this just needs to be clean for Hellraisers. It has to be absolutely clean. Let's see if they can make that happen. That's their goal. And Mousesports, with just some PT50s on the save, they're looking to get a couple frags here. And so far, Hellraisers is doing a good job at actually denying that completely. It's just one player left. It's Nex, and not even that much damage done to the players on Hellraisers, to be honest. So good round here from Hellraisers. Indeed, for this one, that's a lot of money for them. And I said this at the start of the first round as well. I felt like Mousesports would win it based on having a strong economy. Of course, and right now it's completely up in the air. There's no way to predict it from this point forward. We've got both sides winning a pistol. This is actually the best thing we could have asked for in the last map.
It really is. Absolutely is. And
it's going to be a real slog. A real slog. It's going to go down to the wire, I think.
Another PT50 eco coming in from Mousesports, so not even like a surprise buy, which was a possibility.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like Hellraisers might, thanks in seeing how they went up against a clean eco, that this would be buy round, and they would have swapped out the MP9 and the P90 for a Colt or FAMAS in that case, and that could really screw them if they end up losing that first buy round. When Mousesports finally decide to buy up.
It seems like they want to go for the forces to be here. They have one smoke grenade to play with. Get that smoke down, get a bomb down. That means it puts them in a really good step for the first gun round going into this, but it's going to be completely shut down. Dosia takes down 2 huge frags. Speedy does reply though, but it's almost going to be left down to Speedy, and it's going to be a very clean sweep for Hellraisers right now. 10-8, but now we can see the economy very healthy in terms of Mousesports. Interesting enough though, they didn't get the AWP. That's what I was expecting. After you don't
Yeah.
even force buy after those 2 rounds, you would almost assume the AWP is coming out. But now they must have some sort of force execute they're banking on, whether the full utility, the Molotovs will come out. You can see, just looking at it right now, they've only actually got 1 Molotov in the bank. I would expected a lot more from this round, but here we go then. Pharmacists will be staying on top of Hellraiser, but they're going for a very aggressive push, and I actually really like this. When you're trying to save money and you're keeping the SMGs and the Pharmacists, why not go for the push? Try and get the round and bring it to you.
And this information is very telling. And since Chris J didn't get the AWP, I guess it's also a sign for us that it's most likely going to be some kind of heavy execute later on in the round.
Yeah.
I actually like Mousesports not opting to go for the direct execute, because what it allows when you wait is that the TT's already used some of the grenades, and it's going to be way harder for them to counter your push, and also harder to retake the bomb site afterwards.
All right, well, we have a lot of posturing here for Mousesports, looking to get some pressure all over the place. It does look like they want to go for the execute with the lurk towards the B, who can actually move into mid, but to be honest, they can still keep things open. We can see the posturing from Dennis and God B, where they're expecting, a slow progression. So they're going to actually play for almost a Na'Vi-like round, where they're going to go for a super late execute with not much time left to plant the bomb. And that can actually be very difficult on Mirage, because if the CTs do almost anything right and they have a good setup, you need all the time you can get to get the bomb down. Now, here we go. We've got Kucher and Sandwich. He could be the redemption here for Hellraisers in this little round here. And there it is, the first kill onto Dennis, but they will spot him, they'll kill him, and it's going to be Mo who has to respond. He takes down Spiddy, but the trays come in, and it's just out Mousesports, all Mousesports at the moment. But Dose is up against 2. He's got Chris J very, very low, and that is an AK now in his hands. So here it is, just going to have to slow things down a little bit, looking for the fast first frag. Now with Chris J on 7.
Play by Chris J though.
Yeah, Chris J's so passive here. He knows he's
Oh,
low.
no.
Oh, Dosia, surely not.
The back.
Surely not.
In
He's
the
going to
back.
get backstabbed. Chris J going to get that kill.
In the
Mousesports are going to take that round. Really well played by them.
God, this is such a back and forth affair. This one might go the whole distance, We're on the 6th map.
I'm feeling a 16-40.
I think it better go overtime,
What, you thinking OT on the final map, mate?
Why not?
The torture.
It's really dragging
The
out.
torture. Welcome to Guantanamo Bay. Let's play some Counter-Strike.
Well, this is it now. This is a huge round in the context of the economy for both teams. We can see Mousesports, again, not opting for the AWP, sticking with that 5 rifle setup. And Hellraiser's actually answering back. Mo picking up the AWP. Interesting enough, since Kutcher's been the one picking it up the entire T campaign for them. So he's going to be more of a defensive whooper going into this. But Mousesports now, ascertaining the round itself, seeing where they can find the CTs, try and work out the setup. They've worked out no aggressive setups coming into it. This is where they need to try and either find a pick or work out whether this is going to be the full execute situation.
Well, we have now 45 seconds gone from the round, and Mousesports still working on mid control. However, right now Hellraisers, they're not too keen on giving it up completely. They have still presence towards short connector and windows. So there's work for Mousesports to actually do in actually removing them. And there it is. Kucher takes down the frag on Dennis. That's actually incredibly important.
Yeah.
Now we have
Huge kill.
one more player. It's next. He can still salvage this for Mousesports. He can still make something happen.
B and Spiddy that are going to answer the call, and they're going to get 2 kills.
But that's a bomb.
Yeah.
Oh, Angel, really?
What? And Mo's going to chime in with an AWP kill from nowhere. All of a sudden, again, so back and forth. Round turns on its head. Hellraisers take that. Goose is like, check me out. V for victory again. He's loving it right now.
What does that even mean? What's this?
It has to be victory. It has to be victory.
I've told you it's peace out, mate.
Yeah, but why when you went around? Why are you going like that?
Peace out? I've just
Really?
wrecked you. Peace out.
Peace out. I've never seen
Mate, it
one
makes
do
sense to me. I don't even play anymore.
Interesting. Well, there we go then.
Here's what's interesting. Mousesports now,
This is not
11-9
interesting, this is
down
kind
in
of
the final map of this final. And you can see we've got a Tech 9 on Gobby, an AK on Chris J, and it's Spiddy that's got the 2 flashes and smoke. So they're going to have to try and do an execute or something here.
Yeah.
And so much on Chris J. Again, they're recognizing the form he's in. They're giving him the big gun, and he's just got to come up big for his team.
He just seemed to have a little bit more economy than the rest of his team, so he could justify the AK expenditure there. But he's got armor as well. He's going to have to be the point man, obviously, here. They have 1 smoke to play with. Whether it's going to be...
discussion, this AK. I don't know how you feel about it, Henry, but okay, the B push comes in. Let's just... One guy gets caught in front of the smoke, it seems, and the rest is behind the Molotov.
Unfortunately, that's going to be pretty much GG. They have 1 smoke to play with. Once one guy's been spotted in that B area, and there's nothing at all in terms of contention across the whole board of the map, you have to ask yourself, is there any chance of us even getting a chance to even jump out the window? You're going to get locked down by this guy right now. He's going to see everyone's coming, and the crossfire is going to be set up. Will they even make a frag going onto this bomb site?
Well, the bomber ran on, wasn't able to get the plant. Chris J did do something with that AK, 2 on 4. It's going to be so hard. Dosia, he's out of bullets, but he's having a bit of a nightmare here. And Chris J's going to get a kill on him. But there's Mo and Kusha. They're going to come back and they're going nuts. The V's again have been deployed. But it's got to be said, you know, that's why the Molotovs are so important there. They needed to get out there quick. They needed those flashes to do that execute. And that Molotov shut them right down. Shut Mousesports right down. Now they're on the force buy with the Tech 9s. Things looking real grim here. Mousesports have got the uphill struggle, but there will be more twists and turns in this final.
Absolutely.
Believe you me.
Hellraisers literally are in touching distance of a tournament victory. It's a long time since we've been able to say that. This is amazing for them. We can see that Mousesports opting for a force buy here. We're just having a quick look at the economy. It's justified. The loss bonus working in their favor. So this is not a horrible round from them. They can do a smoke execution on a bomb site and potentially win this one. When you see a team has Tech 9s and they have armor, they have utility to play with, it's not a throwaway round. It's obviously, the percentages wise, it's about 60-40 in favor of the CTs, but anything could happen in this sort of situation.
Yeah, I just want to do a quick shout out to chat for the V Kappa V. Every time I see the V's going flying high over by the Hellraisers camp. But yeah,
one of the rare examples of Twitch chat being innovative and clever.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that. We're going to have Hellraisers coming in right now. And it's a 2 versus 2. There's no health left on Mousesports. But what's going on right now? Chris J is alone. He's got himself an M4 now. And that bomb is ticking away. He can play this 1 versus 1. And this is incredibly crucial at the moment for Mousesports in this, the 7th and final map in this best of 7. Here goes such a quick challenge. But there it is. Chris J is able to avoid a fast engagement. It's Dozier trying to make it happen, trying to bait him out. He gets the shot as well. And once again, he's out of his chair. Look at him go.
Peace out, brothers.
I was kind of hoping for the bomb to explode. That would have been great.
Mate, if he
Sure, it's
keeps
about to
going
be
like
orbit.
this, someone's going to have to get him a pillow to hide his erection. He's loving it right now. It's Kusha.
Are you serious? You're serious right now.
Oh, God.
I'll say what I want. Right. Unbelievable round there. I thought Chris J, I don't want to criticize him because he's been so good, but he could have played that. I don't know, that he knows
It's so hard in that situation. You've got so much banking on that. The whole series is on that round. You have to face the fake defusers. You really are at a disadvantage in terms of the buy. So there's only so much he could really do. He could pretend he didn't hear the defuse and go for it, but if he'd have lost to a full defuse, then he would have looked even more stupid. So unfortunately for him, going into this one, 39 in favor of Hellraisers.
I think it has to be said that a lot of these rounds where Mouseport has been losing on this terror side, like 4-on-3, 1-on-1s, 2 against 2s, that's often what separates the champions from who gets the second place. So that's just very telling at this moment.
Well then, here we go. The round will continue to unfold. Hellraisers yet again getting the first advantage there on the CT side. It will be your man Speedy going down. Chris J though still alive.
Yes, Mo. It's all down to Mo. This connector controls everything. This is the point of the push.
Final.
But Mo shuts it down with his AWP, and Mousesports are trying to find a way to squeeze out of connector. It's not happening at the moment. Hellraisers still just 5 men alive with 30 seconds left. The bomb can be picked up, but for what good at this point? Dozi's going to take down Dennis. Godby is going to just look as all of his teammates fall around him, and there's nothing to be done in this one. Hellraisers are going to go 14 rounds to the 9. I don't know how they've done it. They had a best of 3 before this, best of 7. They managed to go on a 1-map deficit coming from the lower bracket, from the loser bracket, and they are looking like they're going to win this best of 7 grand final. How much does it mean for Hellraisers right now? I don't even know.
There was a bit of everything there from Kusha. He did the double Vs. He got left hanging for the low 5, and then he had a nose pick at the end. Absolute mastery of all the emotions. It doesn't even matter though. He doesn't care. Hellraisers are within touching distance of winning this final. Literally, I cannot believe what I'm seeing.
I can't believe it either. What amazing scenes here. Who would have thought we go to the final map and somehow the team with the disadvantage in one map gets it, and on almost at the match point right now. Mousesports completely up against the ropes. We can see 3 Galils there. Literally no utility to play with whatsoever. They have 1 smoke, which is now gone. 1 flashbang, 1 decoy. They need to make something happen. They need to make it happen now. Frags required, next being a point man. Molotov's going down the connector. This is going to be the most pivotal point in this entire series. And here we go into the bomb site.
And Nex wasn't able to get that kill there, but Chris J did. But Adrenance is back on a Nex, so it's tit for tat, 4 on 4. But as Henry rightly says, there is no utility here. Gobby hasn't even got a helmet. Angel's going to get that kill. Mo again, the monster. Mo money, Mo problems for Mousesports. It's absolutely kicking off. But Chris J, is he able to get this plan here? No, he isn't. It's going to be match point. Match point. They're going absolutely sick in there. Kush is going ham, and all the photographers are running over. They think they're about to see Hellraisers win the grand final here.
And you can understand why. Mousesports had the one map advantage, they had the V2 advantage, they had the form, and yet Hellraisers are making this work.
Tournament point now.
Mate.
Championship point, I'll say. That's more grand, isn't it?
Yeah.
The
Grand national point.
The grand national.
I'll tell you what though, right? Like, I would have bet the house on Mousesports. I really would have done. So mad credit to Hellraisers. I know there's a lot of kids out there that are about to lose skins. I don't care about that. It's going to be amazing. What a story.
It's not over yet. We've got Tech9's in play. We've got Naves. We've got Kevlar. We've got Helmet. We've got AKs
and
for
Chris.
Mousesports. And we've got Chris J. There is still hope left alive here for the German side. And we have, of course, Mousesports with Dennis opening up onto Angel, so they'll have an opportunity to take middle right now. That's so critical. They're looking for the three-point attack onto A. It's the most classic of attacks on Mirage, and they're trying to get it done here. They're opening it up. Can they make it their way in right now? Mo's going to miss a couple of shots. This might be the opening they need. Gobby takes down Kucha. Chris J onto Mo. Now it's just going to be a Dren and Dozier left in a 2 versus 4 situation. Now Gobby's going to completely wreck a Dren, and Mousesports will still keep themselves in this unless Dozier creates a miracle.
Here we go. It's like Jaws. He's creeping through the smoke. There's not really a lot
As you know, Jaws is about to definitely die.
Yeah, but that is what happens at the end of the movie, mate. Like, just to let everyone know.
Spoiler alerts everywhere.
Shaw gets wrecked, but maybe not in this instance. Chris J does get that crouching option on him, but Mousesports need 5 rounds to take it to overtime. They surely can't do this, Katie.
It would be so typical now for Mousesports to reach 11, 12, 13, 14 rounds, and then Hellraisers ends it. It just seems to always go that way, but
It's going to happen.
I hope not.
It's going to go down
Hellraisers.
the whole distance.
Henry's calling it.
I think
Mate,
it's right.
Henry's just in a trance-like state right now. He doesn't even know where he is.
But, right,
He's on his 10th beer.
What did he put in his drink?
Well, we'll talk about that later, mate. Muscle relaxants, mate.
Oh my God.
I thought it felt a bit loose down there.
You have to be joking. Come on. Where's the class, mate?
I don't know, mate. Someone just take me away.
That was depraved.
Now then.
Can I get a job of facing?
Yeah, sure. All right, so we have now a much more reasonable buy coming out of Mousesports. They are fully equipped. They have the AWP here on Chris J as well. It's Hellraisers that look like they're starting to be broken on the bank. There's a lack of grenades. There's a lack of, well, there's no
everything.
Yeah, exactly. There's no FAMAS. As far as kits go, there's only one kit, and it's on Kucha. So this could be very problematic indeed. And Mousesports is taking slow control of the map. They're looking like they're going for that B play as well.
And with the thoughts of the comeback for Mousesports, if Hellraisers lose this, they've spent every penny they have to get this, to muster up this buy. So Mousesports are potentially looking at 12 rounds here.
Yeah, this is a huge one. Hellraiser's gone all in. Arguably, they've got five rounds to play with, so potentially a good decision for them. They can just close this one out now. It's going to be great for them. But now it comes to life.
He's going to get the drop literally on Mo, and that could be huge. Dozier, he's going to get 1 kill, but Chris J's going to take him down. Numerical advantage now, but it wasn't very long-lived. Kush is going to take down Dennis. Angel with another kill on the Spitty. Here we go. Things are looking very good. Even with the bomb ticking, Chris, you've got to hit that, mate. Right now, more than ever, you have got to hit these shots. He hasn't done it. That's going to be it. Let's hit me. Someone better defuse it, boys. Don't celebrate yet. Someone has to defuse that bomb.
Oh, it's ticking.
We can't see what's going on. All right, we're good.
What's happened?
What a mad anticlimax again. Too ridiculous. Best of 7 final, but they did it. Hellraisers have done it. Raise your V's for victory. An incredible final. It went in the distance. You've got to give mad respect to this team. They came here saying if we didn't finish top 2, we were going to break this team apart. Not only did they finish top 2, they won it. They beat Mousesports, a team in the ascendancy, a team that Gobby said were thinking about the major. And look at Gobby. And look at his team losing on home soil. They're distraught, but mad respect to the champions, the Hellraisers.
Who would have thought that Hellraisers would win a tournament where TSM are playing and they beat TSM in the best three as well? This is unthinkable. It's absolutely unthinkable. And what does it mean for their team? Getting into the, I mean, the top two was their goal. That was the goal. And even if you look at their past results, that's reaching. That goal is they're really reaching right there. But they made it happen. Then they won as well.
And the way they did it. The way they did it. Going down that far, dropping overpass, and then managing to have the mental fortitude to actually stick with it. That is absolutely
We just saw Angel there, right? He walked past and I was like, you know,
look at him.
We're going to have to do an interview now. He gave me the big X. He went, no more words. No words. He's got nothing to say. He can't believe it. Tops off. He's celebrating. Yes, that's how you do it, mate. I'm telling you.
I was preparing for a streak right now.
Maybe it'll still come. What an absolute
He's ready for the
beast
after party.
of a final.
He's ready for the after party.